We are live. We are live. We are live. We were supposed to be live like 40 minutes ago, but of course, Josh is late.
LA has this thing called traffic. I don't know if you've heard of it, but
Yeah, I've
it
heard
is
of it.
not good.
I've heard about it. You guys have like 10 lanes, and all the lanes are still backed up with cars.
That's 100% accurate.
Yeah.
It truly, like, the more lanes you put, somehow the more traffic there is. It makes no sense. Yeah.
It's insane.
But I'm here. I'm here for you.
Good.
And I'm here for everyone because we now have a name for ourselves.
Oh, do we?
Didn't you tell me that we had a name?
What's the name?
I believe it's the Ring View Podcast, Barry Grant Jr.
The Ring View Podcast. That is what we're going with. Sounds good. Logo looks good. Let me see if I have an actual picture of it.
Eventually we're going to get to a point where we're going to have like the logo up during the show, and we're going to look like an actual show at some point.
At some point,
maybe by 2027.
Yeah, not right now. Why should we even be professional? Who cares about being professional?
Man,
let me see if I can put this up here.
We're not professional podcasters. We're podcast entertainers.
That's it. That's it.
That's all it is.
Look at the logo.
Look at that.
It's pretty.
Look at that. Oh, it's gorgeous.
So
good.
And
so
the color
good.
scheme is really good.
I'm loving it.
Yeah,
loving
see the one at the bottom. It says analysis. That's all you. That has nothing to do with me. So
yeah. You also, but the wrestling, because I also work in wrestling, so that part's also me. So what part is you exactly?
The ring view.
Okay.
Yeah, because I sit in the stands like a fan and know nothing about anything, and I just go with beer emotion. So
perfect.
Yeah. There you go. I'm not gonna do the whole Happy New Year thing because it's way past the date. So listen, good to see you. You look good. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling good. I have a new treadmill here. I've lost some weight. I've taken off the beard, so I feel good. Until we have to talk about Monday Night Raw. What just
happened. Why would you not feel good about that? I mean, it was the Stranger Things Monday Night Raw. It had so many things of Stranger Things, like music and the car that Michael Cole had a lot of trouble getting out of.
You seen that, right?
Huh?
You saw that?
I watched Raw. I saw it. And then it had like the tentacle things or whatever the hell those are around the barricade. And that was it. There's no themed matches. There's no one, not a single person from the cast was there.
No.
Which is funny considering they have people from every Netflix show up every Monday, except the one that they do surrounded by the theme of that show.
Here's the thing, though. The cast for Stranger Things, they're extremely busy. They have no time to go to no wrestling. It's just wrestling beneath us. You want to go ahead and use the theme and do whatever you want to do with Netflix. We ain't got to be there. We're stars.
Well,
okay?
So what was the purpose of this exactly?
Nothing. I just think that they wanted to ride the coattails of the most popular Netflix show to ever exist. And that's typical corporate, let's just milk the fans for. I'm sure the fans had to pay for that set that they put up, that we've never seen a set like that since TKO has taken over, but they do it for Stranger Things, but yet they don't do it for their own PLEs. There's a lot of complaining I'm doing right now. Let me just get it out. Okay.
All right, I'm just gonna sit back. Should I mute myself? I can do that too.
No. I'm not gonna go on a diatribe at all. No. So again, Raw happened. Let's just go with the good and bad of it from your side. What did you like? What didn't you like?
I mean, it was when they just did so much hyping up for the 1 year Netflix anniversary plus the Stranger Things theme.
Yeah.
And so, you had some big matches on the card. But really, for me, it was just all just fine. There was nothing that just truly stood out to me. I mean, I enjoyed the women's tag title match to open a show. I loved the amount of time they gave it.
Yeah.
EO looked fantastic. Well, they all looked fantastic, honestly, but EO really stood out to me out of the four. To me, that was the highlight of the entire show. Was that opening match? I mean, again, there were other items that happened that were fine, and then there were items that were kind of head scratching. Uso's promo made zero sense with it. Signing Javon Evans during the commercial break made no sense to it. And the main event, again, it was just like fine. The match itself was fine. Braun Breaker did fine. Punk did fine. Now apparently the Vision is feuding with all the luchadors. And that's where we're at now with that. And no surprises that everyone was expecting. I'm not saying, it had to be Jericho or anything like that. But there were no surprise moments, no new feuds brewing, building to head into Royal Rumble. And CM Punk wins, and no one comes down. No one from the Vision attacks him. So then it's just him there, and that's it. So who's he feuding with heading into Royal Rumble? So it was just a lot of where was the big deal for this big anniversary show. So that's how I took it.
Yeah, I side with you on mostly all of those things. I mean, it's pretty spot on for the product that we've been getting for over a year now. The Netflix debut last year was very blah, and the 1 year anniversary mirrored exactly what we got last year. Very blah. Like for me, I always talk about things having a soul, right? Like sometimes you can be able to like not have something be special and not be great, not be fantastic over the top, but there's a soul to it where people can come back to it and be like, you know what? There were some really great things about this. And then it becomes bigger than what it was originally. And then it just continues to live on. Everything that WWE is putting out right now has no soul. This show was lifeless, and we're talking about being in New York. This is not Podunk. This is New York. That's like a dead crowd in Chicago. That normally doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And that was just a byproduct of what the fans were watching. They were waiting to be like, and then they were just like, oh, okay. Okay. So nothing's gonna happen. So again, Triple H does his safe thing. I like the tag team match. I hated the Usos promo because I knew exactly what it was. They just wanted to get Jey Uso here just so they can play the song and just so they can get people to yeet and all that nonsense. That's the only reason why he did it. The match with Maxine Dupree, I wish I never watched it. It was really like, for all the great things that she's been doing and progressing, she took about 2 steps back. Not even Becky Lynch could have been able to help her in that match. Braun Breaker and CM Punk, good match, but very soulless. It was very slow, very plotting, and then the last 5 or 6 minutes really, really kicked into high gear. So, like you said, good match, but like, you know what I mean? And no surprises. I would have assumed that LA Knight should have been back, and I'm just like, well, there's no LA Knight. Oh, we get Penta. Oh, okay. So just it. I think a lot of people were disappointed because many people really stopped to watch it live, especially the people that paid money, and I don't think anybody was pretty satisfied with that. So that's what I took away from it. You had some good, solid matches, but the presentation was a waste. The big hype around it was a waste, and that was just a microcosm of what WWE has been for the last year. plus.
Also, correct me if I'm wrong, but so today, the day that we're filming this is January 7th.
Yeah.
The Rumble, I believe, is February 1st. So we're roughly less than 4 weeks away.
Yeah.
Has anyone declared to be in the Rumble yet?
Not one person.
On either Rumble?
Not one person.
I didn't think so.
No.
And we don't have any matches announced yet.
No.
Got it. Cool.
Right. So we're going to move on now because there's nothing else to discuss. Oba Femi.
I've heard of him.
Yeah. Oba Femi did what I thought he was going to do.
You got a prediction right. Look at you calling something.
I said, look, man, the ruler is going to win. And he's just going to be like, look, I ain't got nothing else here. I'm gonna be out the back door. You know what I mean? Y'all be cool, and I'm out, right? And that's exactly what we got. I mean, he really dominated Leon Slater. I like the fact that they did that. It doesn't hurt Leon Slater at all. Leon Slater's a star. He's going to continue to elevate himself. But Oba Femi did what he was supposed to do, and it was a great video out there with him in the ring celebrating, and lights go black. They have a little thing on the Titantron. Belts left in the ring. Belt is highlighted, and Oba Femi is gone. And I think that is really interesting. The other interesting part about what I saw was Tony D'Angelo was in the crowd. So this is what we're doing. Tony D'Angelo has his eyes on the NXT Championship.
I mean, you got a few guys, with their eyes on it. Tony D'Angelo, Ricky Sainz looking to get it back.
Yep.
Ethan Page will always be around that picture, and who knows if they're bringing, someone else up to that level for what is now the vacant NXT Championship.
Yep.
It was really interesting because, this first person in NXT to do this really since Asuka. Like, Asuka dropped her title because she's like, I beat everybody. Like, there's no one that will compete with me here.
Yeah.
And we had Oba do it without the promo, just like, pose, crushed him. Yeah, I'm done. See ya. Yeah. And we already, though, got a hint that he was gone because they did a vignette of him during Raw.
On both shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for one, they're teasing what show is he going to be on. But in addition to that, it's, even though he was NXT champion, he's going to be gone.
Yeah.
And so then that moment happened. I want to throw this to you along with this, though, because we know there's no question, and we've talked about Oba for weeks. There's no doubt that obviously he's more than ready for the main roster.
Absolutely.
As is Javon Evans, as is Trick Williams, as is Jordan Grace, as is Lash Legend. Mm-hmm. But now all of them are there at once. What does that do, in your opinion, on two sides of it? One, for NXT, where you have several of your top stars gone at the same time. Well, also on the main roster, where while, they'll be divided up, some will be Raw, some will be SmackDown, and you'll have your debut Impact, like we had, with Trick Williams last week, and obviously when Oba has moment and all that.
Huh?
But after the debut, it's then what?
Right.
And in the past, there has been a track record of NXT guys and girls where they had the big debut and then some just kind of fizzled away.
Mm-hmm.
So what does it mean for NXT losing this much talent at the same time? And is it a good idea for that? And then also, being that you're bringing up so many people at once, what are Raw and SmackDown going to do to make sure that none of those people have the boom debut and then fizzle away?
Yeah, I think for the first part of the question is NXT is going through this several times in their history, right? Where their top guys and girls have left in a wave, and now they have to take this holding pattern period and be able to start developing new players, right? New talent, all that other stuff. So NXT will be fine just because that's the brand, right? Like, okay, these guys and girls are out the door. Somebody else is gonna go ahead and carry this banner, and then we're gonna create new stars as well. So NXT, they've done this. I remember when Finn Balor left, and Bobby Roode left. Like, there's so many different renditions that they've had, like so much talent that they had in like when you talk about the black and gold era, like there were so many good like NXT talent down there, and then
Oh yeah.
they were just gone like that, and then you were just like, man, what's happening to NXT? And then 6 months later, you get a new flock of like, oh, these guys and girls are pretty good. So that's just the way it goes for them moving up to the main roster now. I think the fact that both shows have gone to 3 hours now, I think it's going to help the young talent get a little bit more exposure without necessarily having to force it, right? They can be able to work them into something, a couple of matches, get them acclimated, and put them in there with some veterans and see how they sink or swim promo wise. So I think that the extra hour, especially for SmackDown, is definitely going to be able to help these young guys and girls to be able to kind of get their feet wet and get over and slowly build whatever they're going to be building on the main roster, because at this point it's sink or swim. Not every one of these superstars that got called up from NXT are going to be successful. That's just the nature of the business. But they are going to get their opportunities to see how they're going to be able to succeed. I think Jordan Grace, she's going to be fine. I think Trick Williams is going to be fine. I think Oba is going to be fine. Lash Legend, she's starting to find her way, but even still, there's still question marks about how they're going to utilize her outside of her being in a tag team, right? So there's a lot of different things that they can go with these wrestlers, but also too, it's an infusion of new life into a roster on both sides that's a little long in the tooth. You know what I mean? So with that, I think it's just a good thing to be able to have that blend, have some crossover, have some matches that we probably never thought we would get, and we're going to get them, and see who steps up to the challenge, who steps up to the plate to be able to say, I can be able to carry this company within the next 5 years, right? So that I'm curious to see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, I'm curious too, because like right now, when I look at the men's side of NXT, outside of Ricky Saints and Ethan Page, there really isn't anyone at this moment that stands up and like, oh yeah, I can be behind this guy as a main eventer, that guy as a main eventer. Now, we know, as you were talking about, from their past track record, we're going to get whoever those guys are. It's going to happen. I just feel that right now, especially since Ethan Page is not necessarily going for the heavyweight, since he's already got the North American title and feuding with apparently 2/3 of the men's roster now for it. So if he's busy doing that, how many guys are there at the moment? So really, was it the best idea to have everyone at once? Just like, for example, like if I were using Trick, we know Trick Williams is more than ready to be on the main stage. We know the dude's a star. If it was going to take, they make a mini tournament or something for the vacant champion, you have Trick work his way to the finals of that tournament and then lose to whoever the other guy was. So now you help build someone new, and that had Trick there for a few more weeks, and then Trick goes to the main roster. You could have done the same thing with Javon Evans. Like, you could have done the same thing. Well, it would make no sense to do it with Oba Femi since he was the champion.
Yeah, I think out of all of them, not to cut you off, Josh, but I think Javon Evans, they probably should have left him a little longer in NXT just because he is ready to perform at the next level.
The questions are talking.
Questions are talking, and also too, like he's been on everybody's like radar for a while. But if now you put him in a heavyweight championship title picture, main event picture in NXT, it now elevates his profile that not only is this kid athletic, not only is he young, but he's grown in the main event scene of NXT that he can be able to really carry a company at some point one day. You know what I mean? And I think that's why I think out of anybody, they probably should have left him down there.
And I mean, he's going to be the type of guy where they're trying to make him this generation's Jeff Hardy. Like you can already see it.
100%.
And he'll be the type where he will have, like let's say he will be in the Rumble, have like a crazy move, and maybe have like a surprise elimination.
Like
just
Kofi spot.
He could have the Kofi spot, and let's just say, I'm just making up. If someone like Gunther was in the Rumble, Javon eliminates him. Type, like a moment like that of some big heavyweight, where then the young OG. I feel so old when I say that phrase, and I probably look 10 years older every time I say it. So, you build up for that moment, but to your point, he's just showing up on Raw. Boom. Okay. He's a good wrestler. He's doing moves that no one else can do. How are we getting behind him in a story?
Right.
We know we can get behind Trick in the story. We know we can get behind Oba in the story. We know we can get behind Jordan Grace in the story. Yeah. Don't have that with Javon yet.
Right.
It will happen, like we did with Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, you could have had him in that tournament per se. So what's going to happen with the men's side? The women's side in NXT is fine. You could lose 10 more people on the women's side, and you still got plenty.
Yeah, they have a lot of talent.
As loaded as they are on the women's side. Mm-hmm. So now again, but now on the main roster, Oba, I'm going to call it right now. He's going to have the most eliminations in the Rumble. He is going to be the one that shows up and just clears the ring. And that will be his main roster debut. So we'll have the vignettes for a few weeks. He'll show up in the Rumble and just clean house and have a...
So you don't think that he shows up until the Rumble?
Correct. I think we'll just have vignettes until the Rumble for Oba, and then he shows up and we'll get 9 or 10 eliminations during the Rumble.
Now, what show do you think he's going to be on?
I think we've talked about this. I think he's a better fit for SmackDown.
Yeah.
And I agree how Javon on Raw, I think is a better fit for Raw, and I agree that Trick Williams is a better fit for SmackDown. Plus, since his fiance Lash Legends on SmackDown, you knew Trick was going to be there too. So likewise, whenever Kalani Jordan gets called up, she'll be on the same show as Carmelo Hayes. Spoiler alert, sorry. But so the Jordan Grace on SmackDown, I'm curious on, because I thought she would have been more so for Raw.
Yeah, I think she's definitely she comes off as a Raw person to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I'm curious on that one. But yeah, Oba, I would lean more towards SmackDown personally. But we know the guy that he is and like the aura that he provides, you'll throw him anywhere. So that said, I can't wait for him to debut in AAA.
Oh my goodness, I'm telling you. Well, yeah. So, what do we have the preview? We have the 3 stages of hell.
That's a match that we have not had in
years,
25 years.
Yeah,
something like that. It was Austin Triple H was the last time.
That was the last one.
So, did they announce exactly what the matches are in the 3 stages? Isn't going to be like a regular match, like a Falls Count Anywhere and maybe Steel Cage or something along those lines? That's a great
question. I did not see it. If I missed it, then I don't know how I missed it, but I guess I might have missed it.
I don't know. I'm just guessing what they are. Let me try to see if there's something. on good old Google. So it says 2 out of 3 falls contests, which we knew. Each one will be escalated stipulation. So
Yeah, I got it
what
here.
was saying was regular match, falls count anywhere, and potentially either steel cage or ambulance match.
Okay, yeah, that's what I saw too. Right.
So, okay, so it's claiming based on it. This is just a Google AI search, so they're not take its actual word for it, but it's listing Cody and Drew to be a regular match, a falls count anywhere match, and then a steel cage match.
And steel cage, right?
And I can see that making sense. So
Yeah.
so that would be what we would have in store because you're getting that match on free TV. I mean, well, can you really call things free TV anymore?
No, nothing. Nothing's free.
Yeah.
Nothing's free. Nothing's free, my friend. But I mean, this is as free as it possibly can get, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, what are your thoughts about the actual match? Like, do you for it being announced the way it's been announced, for them building it the way it's been built? Because I think that they had a very, very good episode of SmackDown last Friday. The way they did it, I think it was really, really good, really well done. Probably one of the best shows, if not the best show of the entire year. I think they waited for like the last one. So
they waited for the first show of 2026
right.
to have the best show of the year.
Right. So did that episode, did that segment give you any more confidence that Drew is going to get over and win the actual match? Or what are your thoughts? I'm curious to know what you think.
Oh, you're going to love my thoughts on this. And it kind of leads to what we're going to do after we preview this match as far as some like predictions, hot take per se, because this is one of them that is involved in this match. I honestly wish this match was on the Rumble.
Right.
I get why we're trying to make it a big deal and have it be on SmackDown, but this feud has gone on for God knows how many months now.
Yeah.
And if this is the culmination of it, and it might not be, but if it is, to have it then wrap up on just SmackDown and not one of the big 4 is kind of surprising to me. With that said, Drew is winning the title on SmackDown.
Okay.
And he's winning it thanks to Nick Aldis. Nick Aldis is turning heel on SmackDown.
Nick Aldis is going to become the heel general manager.
Now it might then turn into he can no longer be a GM and turn into a wrestler, or maybe he will be a heel GM, one or the other. I don't know that. But there was a big moment that happened a few weeks ago where Cody said to Nick Aldis in the middle of the ring, "You work for me." And if that is not the tipping point for Nick Aldis to then realize, oh, wait, Drew was right this whole time. So I'm going to try to make it work out and bring Drew back. Drew wants I'm going to make sure he gets a title match and he's going to get the stipulation he wants. How dare a wrestler tell me with what I've been through and how I've been running things and how I've been trying to help him that I work for him.
Interesting.
Nick Aldis is going to help Drew McIntyre. So that was like my first like bold hot take for the year.
Yeah.
Is Nick Aldis turns heel.
Okay. Mine is not so hot take-ish.
Well, do you agree as far as McIntyre winning on SmackDown before we get into the hot takes, or you think Cody's going to retain? So and then what?
Exactly. The reason why I'm saying that is because I am playing into what I've been watching for over a year with this product. And this is Drew winning would be against what they've done for a year. So outside of Cena winning the championship, we got nothing else, right? Mm-hmm. So the reason why I think that they're doing the 3 stages of hell is just to get Drew a pinfall on Cody. Which it's just a clean pinfall. He hasn't gotten that done yet, right? That's the way to just get him one of those.
And have Cody win the other 2.
Cody wins the other 2. And then Cody goes on to Royal Rumble.
But then what do you do with Drew at that point? What do you possibly do with him? Don't say move him to Raw.
No,
because
that ain't SmackDown. But here's the thing: there's two ways. Cody wins, but maybe Jacob Fatu comes back and causes Drew to lose because Jacob Fatu realizes that it was Drew that took him out, right? So that could be the build for what we get, and that's our Mania match, right? And then Cody, I will leave my prediction for that our prediction show, but our prediction segment. But yeah, that's what I think. I think Cody's gonna win. I just think that they're gonna chalk it again because I can't see them taking the title over Cody this late in the game. I just can't see that because they're going to want Cody to headline one of the nights of WrestleMania, and that's the whole thing with this company is that they are so safe. There's no way they're going to put the title on Drew. And listen, it would be warranted to put the title on Drew. But if you put the title on Drew now, you're going to give Drew a short title run. And why would you do that? Right? Like, if you're going to give him the title now, you have to try to at least rationalizing the move to give him the run until SummerSlam. They're not doing that. They're not doing that. So Cody's going to win, and they're going to just leave it chalk. And it's going to be blah. It's going to be a good match, but people are going to walk away with that or walk away from that match upset. And that's my prediction.
I mean, it makes sense, honestly. Like your prediction, it certainly makes sense. And again, it's the safe route.
Yeah.
Which WWE has been known to take. And you are absolutely right as far as you have everything set for a McIntyre-Jacob Fatu feud. Now, you can certainly do that without the title involved. Yeah. I think it'd be much better if they had it with the title because then you are, by doing that, elevating Fatu as a main eventer. If you're having him feud with Drew without the title, it comes off as a main eventer feuding with a mid-carder. And we know Jacob Fatu is not a mid-carder. We know that. But we need the proof that he is set for that type of stage.
How do you think his return is going to be? Do you think that the fans are going to be excited about his return, or
they're going to go nuts,
or has too much time passed in regards to he was up here and then it's just like, do you think they're going to go nuts?
They are going to go nuts.
I hope so,
because he was white hot, and just awkward injury timing. As far as whatever the situation was, something like dental related. So, and again, white hot, but then if they just kind of keep him mid card, it's going to fade fast. Same goes when LA Knight returns. If they have him return, white hot reaction, but then they just keep him mid card, it's going to fade.
I think with LA Knight, what's probably going to happen is that he's going to return before the Rumble, and that's probably going to be CM Punk's matchup for the Rumble.
Punk and Knight. Okay. Yep. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
It'll be intriguing.
And then LA Knight loses, of course.
Okay. So with that, I mean, that kind of goes into predictions, hot takes. So we want to do, it's not just your basic predictions on the year, We'll say something. We have not shared with each other what our hot takes are. No. So we're going to have genuine surprise. But, some things as far as maybe some are title related, maybe some are push related, maybe some are de-push related. Maybe there are some off-camera things as far as hires and fires and who knows what. We kind of have it like just free reign on what are your crazy takes that you think will happen in 2026.
Uh-huh.
And then we can come back to this by the end of the year and see how many we actually got right.
Yeah. Okay, so let's do it, sir.
All right. Well, so I technically started because one of mine was Nick Aldis turning heel.
Okay.
So that was kind of my first one in there. So where are you going with your first crazy take?
Well, what category do you want to hit first? Is it the
I mean, do you want to do it in categories? I mean, we can.
Yeah, I mean, like because my mind is spinning in regards to if I just say something, but maybe I can be able to just match yours.
Sure.
Crazy hot take for 2026. Dom becomes world champion at SummerSlam.
Oh, and you're even picking a specific show.
Yeah.
I love it. Love it. Now, obviously, this is pending whatever this injury is that he has right now and how long he's going to be out.
Correct.
But you're saying Dominic Mysterio, world champion in 2026.
Yeah.
That has a fantastic ring to it.
We get a Randy Orton, Chris Benoit style match where it's like, man, this young guy is in the ring with it's just.
It could be like a Dominic Punk type setup, and all of a sudden Dominic won.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
I love that. What a start. Oh, big fan of that. So I'll go with a champion type thing, then to follow up with that one.
Yeah.
And it has to do with his Judgment Day buddies. I will say both Finn Balor and JD McDonough sometime in 2026 will both be singles champions.
Wow.
Don't know what show, don't know what belt, but Finn has now reached that point in his career where he's getting the respect from the crowd as far as whether you're a face or a heel, we respect and we know how incredibly good you are.
Yeah.
And it's now at the point of why has it been so long since he's had a singles title?
Yeah.
And then with JD has earned the respect of everyone over this last year with his performances.
Yeah.
To the point where he is like the personification of this U.S. Open Challenge type deal. Like he would be a great representative of that at some point in this year if they continue it going. So
listen, my only thing with JD is that if he can stay healthy, the kid
right.
is great.
Yeah, that's the big question.
Health, I think I agree with you. I think he does hold gold.
Yeah. So you got Dominic, which I love. I'm going to say his other buddies both get singles gold in 2026.
I am going to, because this was definitely one of the ones that I had penciled into my notepad.
Mm-hmm.
And it has everything to do with Finn Balor.
Oh, okay.
The Demon comes back in 2026.
Absolutely.
Vince didn't really like it, and it didn't really sell. The Demon finds a way to come back, and we get the Finn Balor that everybody loved prior to this, this iteration of him, the cool guy with the jacket. We get the real Finn back. That's what I see for 2026. And
it could be the return of the Demon in whatever match he wins that singles title.
Correct.
Okay, so let me bounce off of that one since we're talking about, someone with an identity. And I will tell you that in 2026, your favorite and mine, El Grande Americano, will never be unmasked. We will go an entire year still of him just being what he is now, and there will be nothing changing with him for the entire year. It's just going to keep going. I don't care that Chad Gable's about to come back. He's just going to come and do his own thing.
Right. We are going to get Chad Gable and Grande Americano separate.
They're just going to be separate. Maybe they'll have like a random backstage interaction where they just kind of look at each other like you look familiar type deal and just walk away.
Yeah.
He will not be unmasked. We will not find out who El Grande Americano is in 2026. It's just going to be the same stuff for another year.
Okay, I like that one.
Yeah, the prediction of nothing happening.
Right. This is going to be my push of the year.
Ooh.
The Lucha Bros are going to be the best thing going in the tag team division for 2026.
So you're going to have them be on the same show and just, Penta's done singles. Phoenix, we know, hasn't really done much, unfortunately. But have them join forces.
Here's a more well-rounded take.
Okay.
They're going to reinvigorate and re-energize the tag team division in 2026. Just because they're so good, they're going to elevate everybody else.
How about Usos versus Lucha Bros at Mania?
Oh, I would love that. How about put the Hardys in there too?
I mean, you absolutely could. Why not?
Why the hell not?
All right. I'm gonna shift gears because I wanna talk about someone who I'm predicting is going to claim their legit unhappiness.
Okay.
And I'm going to say in 2026, Julia requests her release.
Oh, you know what? That's a good one. That's a good one. I
know she just won the U.S. title back.
Championship, but man, has she been utilized poorly. And I think that she's not going to be able to maximize her potential here in WWE. And I think she does. That does make sense. Yeah, I can see that. Here's another hot take in the women's division in regards to somebody who's going to probably ask for their release.
Oh.
Bayley.
Oh, boy.
She's such a WWE lifer.
Yeah.
But she reminds me of Cody. Cody is a WWE lifer as well, right? But even he had to say, I got to get out. Because the thing is with Bayley, they're never going to push her like everybody else. Mm-hmm. Bayley is just so good and is so well respected that they're just going to keep her where she is, right? Mm-hmm. And she may want to achieve more. She asked for her release, and I wouldn't be surprised that before 2026 is up, Bayley is in AEW.
Wow. So, I mean, because that would essentially mean she leaves within the first half of this year. That 90-day clause goes past, and then, okay, that's a big one.
Yeah. I think we get a lot of clarity in regards to Bayley's situation after WrestleMania.
Okay.
That's my crazy prediction.
All right. Well, while we're on the topic of people leaving, between obviously, as we already talked about earlier, the rosters on the main show expanding, more NXT people are getting called up.
Yeah.
Which then means there'll be more people showing up in NXT, or even more people from Evolve moving up to NXT. Based on people that we are seeing on TV, so between Raw, SmackDown, and NXT, there will be 20 plus releases.
Wow, that's a lot.
There is going to be the giant spring cleaning that we haven't had in a couple of years.
Yep. Right after Mania.
It might be, either right before or right after Mania, where because you're moving so many people up onto Raw and SmackDown, which means there are going to be people on the show that are not getting used and now push further back.
Yeah.
Likewise, at NXT, you're making room for some people, and there'll be some that still won't get seen, and some of all people move up, taking their spots. I'm going up to as many as 20 releases in 2026.
Now I'm going to challenge you right now.
Yeah.
What is going to be the headline name?
Well, I don't want to do that.
All right, you don't have.
Well, I will honestly have to try to think about it.
Yeah, we'll come back to it. We'll come back. We'll do another one of these. But that's I like that one in regards to saying 20. That's a high number.
I know, but they have such a huge roster.
That's what I'm saying. When you're talking about so many different branches of the promotion, then it doesn't really seem that big, but it is still a really, really big number. So 20, I can see that. Okay, here is surprise signing.
Okay.
That I'm going to have somebody outside of the company is going to come back to the company or come to the company.
Okay.
And it's somebody who I'm a big fan of, but I do think that he's not being utilized the correct way. And I think that if he goes to WWE, they are going to strap a rocket to him because he's that talented. Powerhouse Hobbs.
What's his contract situation in AEW?
I don't know, but it's just a hot take.
Okay.
Powerhouse Hobbs.
Here's my one thing with that one. This is probably the only one so far that I kind of disagree with.
Okay.
And I love Hobbs.
Yeah.
But if you're about to put a rocket on Oba Femi, why are you bringing Powerhouse Hobbs in?
Because if you're going to use, if Oba, depending on how they push Oba's going to be a face, right?
Yep.
You need somebody who's going to be a catalyst. Brock Lesnar's not going to be there for the future. Sure. You need somebody who's going to be just as big, just as athletic, and can be able to move in that ring. And that's all I'm saying. Like a guy like Powerhouse Hobbs is, from the first time I saw him, I said, he's a WWE style guy. Like, if they ever get a hold of him, they will know how to use him. They will use him like how they use Big E. And I can see that for him there. So we'll see what happens. That's my surprise signing. That's why it's a hot take, because it may not happen, but if it does happen, I'm like, oh, right. There we go.
Well, how about another WWE signing from someone who, as far as I know, has never been signed to them? And he has generational connections to WWE. And it's someone that I know AEW would desperately want to sign, but for some reason, I think it would be a surprise that he chooses WWE over AEW. And let's say David Finlay goes to WWE. The Bullet Club is pretty much at its end.
Yeah.
And again, he's the perfect fit for AEW, but he might fall into just like everything that happened with Jay White in AEW, which, let's be honest,
hasn't gone well.
It hasn't gone well. And since Fit Finlay obviously has such a great relationship in WWE, second generation incredible wrestler, why not bring David Finlay? And there's like a big name and he would probably be brought into NXT.
Yeah.
Which I know a lot of people will be furious on. Why would you put him in their developmental? Blah, 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 blah. Well, we just talked about all the names that just got taken away. And when those names got taken away in the past, that's when we would see Drew McIntyre sitting ringside, Keith Lee sitting at ringside. Right. All these guys that, hey, well, they're leaving, but here's the next guy.
Exactly.
And David Finlay is going to be that next guy.
I like it. I like it. I like that. I like that. What else do we have? I think we covered everything, but here's one more.
Okay.
Here's one more for me. This guy is going to hold gold in WWE, whether it's WWE main roster, whether it's NXT. He will hold gold. And that guy is Moose. Moose will hold gold in
Whoa.
WWE. I don't know if it's main roster or NXT. Moose will hold gold in 2026.
Wow. How old is Moose now?
I think he's in his 40s. Yeah.
Yeah, look it up.
Let me see. Let me get the
Yeah.
exact age here. Hold on. Because Moose felt like he's been around for so long. Okay. 41. So he's not that old.
He's not that old.
No, I mean, like, for a guy, like, if he goes, because like we just talked about, right? NXT, they're going to lose a lot of talent. You bring a guy like Moose in to be able to stabilize NXT until they can be able to get that young crop of guys in there. That's the guy to be able to hold that title, to be able to get that roster back the way you need it, because he did it and he's done it at a high level. And that's the guy that you can be able to trust carrying your company until you can be able to stabilize it with young talent. Big Moose.
All right. I got one more. We already know, because he has mentioned it multiple times, that AJ Styles plans on retiring in 2026.
Yep.
We've already heard news saying that Brock Lesnar will probably retire in 2026. Rey Mysterio will retire in 2026 as well.
Wow. That would be a surprise. That would be a surprise. Yeah.
Let Dominic win the title to try to show it in his dad's face. Title versus career.
Yep. Let Dominic retire his father.
And let Dominic retire his father. I know Gunther's going to retire just about everybody else.
Yeah.
But the story makes sense for Dominic. It's essentially not, they might bill it as title versus mask.
Right.
But that will symbolize the career.
I like that one. I think we did pretty good, man.
But think about that. Like, well, also, like, in one calendar year, with John Cena leaving at the end of 2025,
right?
AJ, Brock, and Ray all gone in the same year.
Yeah.
That's heartbreaking.
It's the end of a generation, man, of just great performers. We're not even just talking about great like these guys performed great everywhere they went.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I never forget the first time I saw Rey Mysterio was in WCW, and him and Dean Malenko used to have those great matches. Man, my favorite Rey Mysterio outfit is when he had the Phantom.
The purple?
The purple one.
That was against Eddie with that one.
There you go. Like, I was like, man, this guy he's something else. He's something else. You know what I mean? And just how long he's done it at such a high level. You know, seeing him retire, it's deserved. You know what I mean? It's deserved, and I think that Dom should be the one to be able to say good, you know, to do it. So that's good. I like that one. So yeah, we got some pretty interesting predictions for 2026. And you know the sad part? The sad part is none of us said that LA Knight will be world champion in 2026. It's so sad. It's so sad. Yeah. And that's my guy. You know?
I mean, we also did not say Oba Femi or Trick Williams will win championship. I did not say Sami Zayn.
You didn't. You did. You know, hold a lot of willpower, and that was great.
Right. And that's because that's not a hot take. It's going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
It's a gimme.
Sami Zayn is going to be in the Royal Rumble, and he's going to think that he had a shot, and he's going to probably be in the final 5, and then Trick Williams is going to throw his ass over the top rope. That's what's going to happen. Okay.
Oh, Trick Williams is going to beat Sami Zayn before the Royal Rumble. They're going to have a match, and Trick Williams will win the match. Yeah. And then Sami Zayn will eliminate him during the Rumble.
Lemon pepper steppers. He's not going to lose to no Sami Zayn. You crazy? Right? Man, listen, Josh, this was great. I think I can't wait for us to go back to these predictions to see what actually happened, because I think if even 50% of the things come true of what we said,
10%.
It's a great
10%
year. It's a great year. It's a gray
Yeah.
hair. You know what I mean? And we can be able
Absolutely.
to like wash away the stink of 2025 and be able to say, you know what, 2026 was a really good comeback year. We're all right. We're back on the train again. You know what I mean?
Yep,
So
absolutely.
yeah, I feel good about these predictions. So we'll see what happens. Until next week, we will be back. We'll figure it out. It'd be either Monday night, be Tuesday. You know, we'll trying to figure out exactly what we're gonna lock in, but it'll be something like that.
And also leave us some comments on what topics you want us to talk about. Obviously, you could tell we could talk for hours and hours about whatever the hell we want.
Yeah.
But what do you guys want to hear us talk about? Let us know, and we will chat about it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, that is the first episode of the new year for the Ring View podcast. I like the name.
Ring. We have a name.
I like
it's a podcast with a name.
Hold on. Let me. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Oh, gorgeous. One last thing.
Yes.
Is Kit Wilson's theme song in your head still? Because it's in mine.
Kit Wilson has the best song in WWE right now.
Look, God bless Kit Wilson. Give him, you know what? Forget everything I said. He's winning every title in 2026.
Kit Wilson, give him the Intercontinental Championship right now.
Give him everything. Give him everything right now.
Listen, he's going to catch on. Trust me right now, he's going to catch on.
I mean, I know Matt Cardona is back, but Kit Wilson will be the Zack Ryder of 2026.
100%. Absolutely. So that is all for the show. We'll be back next week. Stay safe. Stay cool. Peace.